Being an English teacher in Taiwan can be a very frustrating experience, especially if you're an experienced teacher or if you have academic qualifications, because none of that matters. All that matters is that you're a happy white face in front of the classroom, and that is literally the only thing they care. If you show up and you're not drunk and you don't have a heroin syringe hanging out of your arm, you're the best teacher they've ever seen. Well, anyway, I was teaching in this one program. It was easily one of the worst English programs I've ever taught in, and one of the first classes I met, they had been in the program for 10 years, and I just wanted to go around and get their names and age. And I went around going, what's your name, how old are you? And the first kid, when I said, how old are you, I had to repeat it 5 times. Then he asked all his mates, they discussed it in Chinese, and then he finally said, 50. And I go, 50? Are you 15? 25. I'm like, you're 25? And I mean, these were kids, right? So I'm like, there's no way you're 25. So, and it goes back, well, it turns out he's 15. So I go to the next kid, I go, how old are you? I have to repeat it 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, and still he doesn't get it. And we just keep going and going and going, and it's like, on the 8th kid, you would think, okay, he's heard all his mates answer, he knows what I'm asking, he's going to tell me. No, he doesn't know. We have to keep going, keep asking the same question 50 times, get everybody involved, whatever. So, we get all the names and ages down, and then I look at the syllabus, and the syllabus says for a 1-hour class, all I'm doing is 1 page in the book. I'm thinking, at 1 page in the book, that is not enough material to keep me busy for an hour, And I look at the page, and it's 10 questions, 10 English sentences, that's it. And I'm thinking, how do you do 10 sentences? You got 18 kids, you can do 10 sentences, and that's going to keep them busy for an hour? So I get to the first sentence, and it says, Johnny, have or has, right, you have to choose, have or has, an apple. So I go to the first kid. Oh, and let me add to this, that normally when you go in these schools in Taiwan, when you're in the city, there's signs in the school that say, don't speak Chinese, you must speak English to your foreign teacher. Well, this school was so far out in the county that these kids actually didn't even speak Chinese at home. They spoke Taiwanese, and even among themselves they speak Taiwanese. There were actually signs that said, please only speak Chinese in school, only speak Mandarin, you're not allowed to speak Taiwanese. And there were actually signs that said, please speak Mandarin to your foreign teacher. So, and of course there's a requirement that we had to be able to speak Chinese to do the job. So I get in there, and so we got these 10 sentences, and it says, Johnny have or has an apple. And I go to the first kid, I'm like, Jinhua, can you take number 1, please? And she's like, so she reads the sentence out loud, and then she goes, nigga, Johnny, Johnny 什么意思? And I go, Johnny 是一个人的名字，是一个名字。哦，是一个名字，好。他是男生还是女生？我说，他是男生 ，Johnny 是一个男生 ，Johnny 是一个男生的名字。他说，哦，好，就是那个第一还是第2还是第3，就是我还是你还是他？我说是他，不是我，不是你，是他。Johnny have an apple. Have 什么意思？是有吗？对呀，有。apple 是什么？是苹果。所以那个 Johnny 他有一个苹果，对呀。所以他说，他是男生，他是很多人吗？不是，他是一个人。他是一个人，他是男生，他是第三个人那个他。所以加 S 吗？加 S 吗？对呀，加 S。所以他说，Johnny has an apple. And I said, hey, your English is so good, 很棒啊. And we went on to number 2 with the next kid. Yeah, it's hard to see how with a program like that, at the end of 10 years, they wouldn't be fluent.